I deal with it every day, and I talk with people of fame about it as well. This thing called creativity. In fact, I was talking with Kara Walker. She's on that TV show Making It. She's very much addicted to creativity, and we had an open conversation about that. And you can hear that conversation on my podcast called Like It's Live. Creativity is an addiction. It keeps you awake at night. It makes you do things that other things would not even inspire you to do. But because you've got to feed that beast, it takes over everything, and you will do anything to make it through that mountain so that you can be fed that avenue of success or even failure. Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. The forest, after 2 days of hardcore southern rain, with another expected today. It actually looks like a wet dog. And if it could, I'm sure this forest would like to go inside my house and roll itself all over the floor. The creek has risen. The soil extremely loose. How can something so tall keep its grip on the only area that it was given at birth? The human could never do this. A year into this COVID mess, and people are running around like chickens with their heads cut off. How long does it take for a forest to get back to this thing called normal? Or is it every day that it takes place? It's going to rain. Oh, well, that's my new normal. This early in the season of spring, and there's barely a leaf on the oaks, the elms, and the witch hazel. They seem to be waiting for something. Even the apple trees in the front of the forest are bare. How then is the tree drinking? The umbrella of leaves are an important part of the water collection and service. No wonder it rains so often in the Carolinas in March and April. As rain-soaked as the bark on the outside of the tree looks, is as bald as the trees really are. And there's got to be a lesson here for the human. Vanity isn't a winning part of this story. It's knowing your place in the forest. Vanity isn't a part of the story. It's knowing your place in the forest. I want to replace that word forest with it's knowing your place in the expectation, in the moment that is here before you, knowing your place. Not commanding your place, taking advantage of your place. It's knowing where you are in this place. Whether it's with a collaboration, whether it's with yourself, the me, myself, and I, where your place is, it's knowing who you are. I'm blessed with the opportunity to talk to a lot of creative people and those that have made a huge investment financially as well as spiritually in who it is that they would like to grow into becoming. And in those moments of togetherness, it's never one of those things where it's like, this is who I think you are. It's where I walk into the story and say, you tell me where you are along the path. The art of listening is knowing where you are in the story. The winning part of the story, it's knowing your place in the forest. Where is your forest? Where is your source of energy? Where is that one thing that you have vowed to protect? Now, a lot of people, it's okay. You don't know. It just comes from, I don't know. I'm inspired by this. When I hear this music, I do this. I get it. I get it. But if you take the time to find your place in the forest, find your place in the story, the presence of now, those things that bring you inspiration, maybe an old Phil Collins song, or maybe something that Bieber is doing, singing about peaches in Georgia, maybe there's just something in there that is sparking a truth inside your mind, body, and soul that's saying, that's where I am. He brings something up in this song that reminds me of this is who I am. I do a defrag journal every afternoon. The guy's not happy. No, he's not. Because I go in there and I ask harsh questions. I go in there and I try to get to the truth of the story to find out where the presence in the place of now really is, and not to be designed by this desire to be something that you're really not. When you take off the mask that is hiding the soul that you truly are, the truths come out. Now, I've been watching this documentary that came out over the weekend. It's called Kisstory. It's a 2-part series. The real history of the group Kiss. You think you know everything about that band? You're going to learn a lot more things when you take the time investing in what they really experienced and not what you saw on the pages of rock magazines. Knowing where you are in the forest. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a series of events that unveil the layers of how you got to be who you are. And many people don't even want to deal with that. And the reason why is because to know who I am is a truth that I've been running away from. And if that's where you stand, I'm okay with that. But somewhere along the line, the forest, after 2 days of hardcore southern rain with another expected today, it looks like a wet dog that wants to go inside my house and roll all over the floor. Whose floor are you rolling all over? Whose floor have you muddied up? And do you care? I'm Arroe. These aren't my words. These are the lyrics from Billy's Forest.